The only time you shouldn't smile or keep your head up is when you physically can't. And when you physically can't, lie on the ground and look up at the sky.
BTSW.
Okay, so this one might have not made a lot of sense because it's two metaphors kind of rolled into one to create the quote. So let's, as usual, break it up into pieces. Okay, so the first part, the only time you shouldn't smile or keep your head up is when you physically can't. Obviously, the reason why it's a metaphor is because there's some people who might have a crick in the neck because you slept wrong or something like that. So it hurts to look up, to keep your head up. It hurts. You might have been going through some hardships or some rough times and it just feels like the ground is where you should be looking. It's hard to keep your head up, literally and metaphorically, because you just don't feel up. You don't feel happy or positive in that sort of way. So to keep your head up like that, it's kind of impossible. And although it's only kind of impossible, or because it's only kind of impossible, that's why I said the only time you shouldn't keep your head up is when you physically can't. In other words, you should always have a positive attitude regardless of whatever it is that you're going through. So the only time you don't keep your head up is when you literally can't keep your head up. And when you can't literally keep your head up, that's when you literally lay down on the ground and you look down at the sky, because obviously things would be reversed, and if you look down you would be looking up at the sky. The reason why I say to look up at the sky, because looking up at the sky is synonymous to keeping your head up. The reason why they say keep your head up is because when you look up into the heavens, into the clouds and all of that, that's when you get your inspiration, your hope. And everyone, I'm hoping everyone is familiar with the term pathetic fallacy, which is the weather or climate or time of day affecting one's emotional status. So looking up at the sky, watching the clouds go by, it's going to make you feel, or hopefully eventually it would make you feel less down. The more you look up, the more you will feel up, and the more you would probably be up and be willing to get up and carry on. So the only time you shouldn't keep your head up, the only time you shouldn't stay positive is when you physically can't keep your head up. And when you feel like you can't stay positive, you look to the sky anyway.